Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm doing today's load prompt. It is the 12th, and so if you're in the U.S., very happy Mother's Day. I'm gonna try to catch up on the other. I did the green. My DT assignment for Scrap a Sketch was to do the color green in the Scrap the Rainbow event that they had going on over INSD weekend. And I didn't get to do the other colors, so I'm going to try to do all my load pages this week with the other sketches and colors. So what Lisa did was each day for 9 days, I think it was, maybe 7 days, I suppose. She released a different sketch and a different colorway and had a design team do an example. And so the collections are all, I don't know if they're exactly the same, but very similar. The only ones I've done are this one, which is Shades of Citrus. It's the yellow and orange one. But I think the cutouts were pretty much the same for the green. And so I'm going to try to make this page look different. The sketch will do that, of course. My green one was a heavily embellished grid. So this is the sketch. It has this large block of paper on a background, and then another block of paper and a couple of horizontal banners. I'm going to use film strips instead. And the load prompt is to scrap about a particular personality trait and to use a dark background. So my dark background is this brown paper that kind of looks like leather. It's really a beautiful sheen on it. The other side of it is just a plain textured brown sheet, but I'm going to go with the leathery looking one. And my block of paper, well, first of all, the personality trait I'm going to highlight is my sister's, who has absolutely the purest, most clear, and pure is the only word I can think of that adequately describes her heart. She is special, and in all kinds of wonderful ways. And so I will write that in my journaling. I'm just going to kind of place this sort of in the middle. I think it needs to be up a bit. And then I'm going to run this from the side. I may not have cut this. It would have been better to have picked a pattern paper that didn't have a pattern that needed to be run this way. It would have been better if I could have cut from the 11-inch side and had a longer piece. But I'm going to make do with this. I'm going to put it on here like so. Kind of a little closer down to the bottom than to the top. Get that right there. And then I'm going to put the photo so that you can see the hearts over here and up here and down here. And I will just, I don't care that it's extending out over the paper. And I have these that I've fussy cut from the elements, the icon elements page. I'm going to kind of slide this. There's a kind of a splotchy mark that I'd like to show right there. I don't know if it's gonna, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know if it really is gonna show. I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape there, and then I thought about doing this kind of wonky, maybe like so, but I think I'm gonna go this way and just kind of bring it up. Let's see if I can do this right. If I have it so that it's down here with the brown coming through the sprocket holes, then it's not completely, it doesn't fill that up. So I'm actually thinking that I am going to do it wonky so that you don't notice that deficiency. And what I'll do is kind of bring it sort of up there, not wonky enough so that you'd object to it. And you know, I'm going to put some embellishments right here so that that splotchy part still shows, and I may be the only one who sees it. I'm going to take these two bits and kind of I'm going to put this kind of at an angle. Well, actually I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to put it at an angle this way and use a foam bit to kind of keep it up, and then I'm going to put this down here using my little technique of this goes behind the background and this one's going to go in front of the background, and it causes just a little bit of, it shakes up the view from the eye, and your eye notices it and can't quite figure out what it is that's different or wrong. So this is kind of, I'm going to let it come down onto the photo because it's not covering anything up. There is an unidentified person sitting next to Patrice, and so I don't mind covering her up. And what I'll do is a little bit of tilt like that, and then I'm going to put some liquid glue there. Okay, so I had in mind that I would use this large flower cluster, maybe, you know, I want the bird here. So I'm just going to put the bird there, and then I'll figure out what flowers I'm going to use. I may do this one down here and kind of place these flowers above and kind of around that way. I like that. And I can add these leaves. Let me get them down in place. I cut through the petals so that I could curl them individually, and that actually helps with them kind of reaching around there. So let me get the leaf placed. In each of these areas. Let's kind of go like that. This one I will put down here. And I wanted to get the bird in up here. So now I know where the bird needs to go, kind of in between that flower and that leaf, and his little feet kind of resting on the frame there. And I thought I would do this little bow, but I want to put some foam behind it. I've got a bow in each color. I've got a yellow one and an orange one. I'm going to kind of put this, I don't really want to cover up those holes. So maybe right there. I don't know where I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it off to the side and not have it on anything for right now. I want the title to be this Hello Happy. These are thin stickers from a card kit. And I'm going to cut off the exclamation point because I want it to say Hello Happy, not hello exclamation point, and then happy as a side light. And I'll try to put the exclamation point at the end of happy. So I'm going to do this like so. This is meant to go on the front of cards, and I'm okay with using it on a page instead. All my cards, when I get kits to make cards, I make them to, that's how I write to Patrice. I'll make a pretty card, and on most of my cards I put penguins in them because she loves them so much. I glued this down before I should have. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, you can't see the bad way that I cut that. So, hello, happy. So she is the most happy, pure-hearted, not a mean bone in her body, and always kind, always, I don't know, just the best person I've ever known. And so proud to call her my sister. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna put that there, and then I will will have the butterfly kind of flying up onto the page. There. I have these two hearts. I have an extra leaf. I suppose I could add this leaf to the cluster maybe that way. Or how about I do a double leaf up here. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the yellow heart here, flat on the paper, and I will put foam behind the orange one and overlay it for my kind of signature double hearts. Now I've got this bow that has adhesive behind it, and I'm not sure where to use it. We can see this little bit down here. I'm going to let's see, what's the, I don't know what's upside down or right side up. Maybe I'll put that right there. And then I have this one, and I don't know if I'm going to use it at all. Maybe just kind of right there. And I will see if I can find, there was a little piece of tape, there it is. I knew I had a little piece left from a previous adventure. I'm just going to put it right there. And I will write I'll write a little bit of journaling right here and down here, and that is my page. And I've fulfilled both of the prompts. Let's see, did I get that block on there straight? It doesn't look like it's straight because I put these on wonky, but I'm kind of glad I did, because then that's my way to explain that. And you know, it's kind of like JQ Crafty, if it's not crooked, I didn't make it. So thanks for watching. Bye.